Morning, friends, and welcome to our Sunday meeting of the UOT in the Washington, D.C. area here in Bethesda. Today's talk is going to be Gnostic Christianity, and next week's is Gleanings from the Forum Answers. Also, next week being the first Sunday of the month, we'll have an afternoon roundtable discussion, readings this month from the Bhagavad Gita, and it has been for several months. We're studying the Gita, going through each chapter of it and discussing it as we go. That happens the first Sunday and the third Sunday of the month. We have in the works now plans for a interlodge symposium here in the Washington, D.C. area, a few blocks away. It's going to involve the New York Lodge, the Philadelphia Lodge, and our lodge here in D.C. And we also have an international symposium in the works, which will be taking place in California in August, and we'll be announcing those specific dates at a later time, be about the 10th or somewhere thereabouts in August. The UOT's aim is to keep the teachings alive as passed down to us through the modern theosophical movement and through the wisdom of the ages, because the modern theosophical movement is essentially a compilation of it is a compilation of the information that is passed down to us through the massive of wisdom throughout the ages. It's quite difficult to keep these teachings pure because of personalities, etc., that get involved in the process, and the intent here is to keep the personalities at bay, if you will, when it gets involved, when it interferes, and stay with the teachings as they are passed down to us. And this is spelled out in the declaration of the UOT, which is in the program, our quarterly program, and more information can be found on the website www.ultdc.com. So before we get started with the talk this morning, we're going to have a reading from the Bhagavad Gita, and then on with the talk.
Krishna, this exhaustless doctrine of yoga I formerly taught unto Vivaswat. Vivaswat communicated it to Manu, and Manu made it known to Ikashwaka, and began thus transmitted from one unto another. It was studied by Raja Harshis until at length in the course of time the mighty art was lost. O harasser of thy foes, it is even the same exhaustless secret, eternal doctrine I have this day communicated unto thee, because thou art my devotee and my friend. Arjun. See that thy birth is posterior to the life of Ikashwa. How am I to understand that thou wert in the beginning of the teacher of this doctrine? Krishna. Both I and thou have passed through many births, O harasser of thy foes. Mine are known unto me, but thou knowest not of thine. Even though myself unborn of changeless essence and the Lord of all existence, yet is presiding over nature, which is mine. I am born, but though my own Maya, the mystic power of self-ideation, the eternal thought is the eternal mind. I produce myself among creatures. I, son of Obahārta, whenever there is a decline of virtue and insurrection of vice and injustice in the world, and thus I incarnate from age to age for the preservation of the just, the destruction of the wicked, and the establishment of righteousness. Whoever, O Arjun, knoweth my divine birth and actions to be ever so, doth not, upon quitting his mortal frame, enter into another, from he entereth into me. May who were free from craving, fear, and anger, filled with my spirit, and who depended upon me, having been purified from the astic fire of knowledge, have entered into my being. In whatever way men approach me, in that way do I assist them. But whatever the path taken by mankind, the path is mine, O son of Pritha.